Okay, folks, Money in the Bank 2021. It's your buddy Mike Messier here on a very special wrestle ride, old school wrestle ride. Don't worry, folks, my eyes are on the road. The camera is mounted. We're all fine and good, and the streets are empty at this hour. I've been working hard. I've been watching this show, and I have my thoughts. This show will forever be tainted by Michael Cole Lie. Please hashtag Michael Cole Lie, L-I-E, Michael Cole Lie, one big hashtag. The lie of the year, well, there's probably more from WWE, but suddenly Edge invented Money in the Bank match. Excuse me, Michael Cole. Right there on a WWE DVD, it says that Chris Jericho invented the Money in the Bank ladder match and so forth. So I'm a little sick and tired of these WWE lies. People are trying to make excuses already. Well, what he meant was, I don't give a fuck what he meant. I just know what I fucking heard. He said that Edge invented the Money in the Bank match, and that was a lie. It's a fucking lie. So this company likes to lie to you, and they like to lie to me. And that's insulting, okay? It's insulting to my intelligence. It's insulting to those of you that are intelligent. And there you fucking have it. So now that we've been insulted, it just pisses me off. Because assholes and imbeciles will say, well, just look beyond it. Look beyond this fuck. Well, he's got Vince, the parrot keeper, the pigeon master, in his ear telling him what to say. And that's what Vince thinks of us. He thinks we're a bunch of McMeat puppet mark fucks. Well, okay, assholes. I will go on and negotiate my feelings and discuss this fucking show. First of all, everyone's pissed because the goddamn Peacock network had all these fucking issues. Well, I'll give them credit where it's due. My Twitter buddy, Kevin Castle, he either had the solution or a friend of his had the solution, which was basically the long-about way of saying it is, you've got to sign out of Peacock, close the fucking window, open the window back up, sign in, and try again. And magically that worked for me. It worked for Kev, Cass. It worked for others that I told about. And it's unfortunate that some of us got fucked in the ass by the Peacock network. And we had this shitty goddamn reception. Fucking up a lot of the matches. So nobody, told us that this was a remedy until, on Twitter, good old Twitter, Kevin Castle. Interesting side note, kind of like the shared watching experience. Everyone likes to Twitter and watch wrestling. If you fall behind, you're fucked because people will just tell you what happened. In the USA, if you're watching live on Peacock, I missed the entire Charlotte Rhea Ripley match. I'm watching it now on the replay, and I don't even know who wins. So that's the one match I haven't caught up to yet. The rest of the matches I saw in live time. Now you're probably saying, gee whiz, Mike, please give us a match-by-match analysis. Well, we started off with the Usos, the drunken Usos, the Heckle and Jekyll of professional wrestling, the Drunken Brothers, winning the tag team title. Always leave it to WWE to reward drunk drivers who endanger everybody's health. The Uso brothers, Jimmy and Jay, how many DWIs or DUIs between them? I don't want to be politically incorrect. I don't want to label them as DWI, driving while intoxicated, when it's just DUI, driving under the influence. So please forgive, okay? Forgive me for mislabeling their drunken antics. Those fucking risking the lives of children coming home from Disney World. Can you imagine a small child gets his little wish or her little wish come true, hugging Mickey Mouse, hugging Minnie Mouse, seeing Snow White, seeing Peter Pan, then boom, killed dead, left bloody or with brain damage, even worse, at the hands of a drunk, intoxicated wrestler in Orlando. But that's what the Usos do on a regular basis. They don't respect human lives. They risk everyone's life by being drunk assholes. But they win the tag team title because the WWE rewards that type of behavior because, hey, we've got to get the match in the ring. Hey, we've got to do our Usos song and dance. The big rumor mill is grinding its fucking rumor millish ways that an Uso and The Rock will team up to face Roman Reigns and an Uso at WrestleMania. What a hog shit match that is. A gimmick tag team match. No offense to The Rock, but he's 49 years old. He hasn't wrestled in 10 years. And we're going to that well once again. I don't understand it. But I do. The WWE stinks dicks. Then the next thing that happens is the show starts and the Women in the Bank ladder match happens. You've got all these women, Alexa Bliss. People are saying, oh my God, she's hot. We've known she's hot for a fucking while. She's what they call a spinner. The NBA would call her a spinner. Look that up. She's very attractive. She's cute. She's pretty. Liv Morgan's pretty. They're all pretty. Asuka's pretty. They're all pretty. And who wins the match? Nikki Ash. The whatever the fuck. The superhero chick. Winning the match, and supposedly it's because Liv Morgan was supposed to win, but that got leaked, so they had to change it. Wow. Nikki Ash wins the little suitcase, and now she gets to run around with a suitcase and say, I am the wonderful Nikki Ash. Look at me wrestle. I can't use the same name as Karrion Kross because the McMeat idiot fuck fans wouldn't understand that two people have the same last name without being related. Wow, wow, wow. Then we move forth to another wrestling match. What happened? It was the big man, Omos, and his partner, AJ Styles, with the mother's haircut against the big Viking fucks. And Omos and AJ won the match, and nobody gives a shit. Then the next match, I believe, I could be wrong, was Bobby Lashley, who's against Kofi Kingston, and everyone's excited about a wrestling match that happened, and we watched it, and Bobby Lashley won because he's big and strong and bald. Then we had another match, and what was this one? I believe it's the Charlotte Rhea match that I haven't watched the end. Charlotte flicked off the fans and said, fuck you fans for chanting, we want Becky. Becky will come back and she will say, now that I've had my business being a mother, clap, 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 you're a mother. Mother's awesome. Now that I'm a mother, I've got even more inspiration to be a champion because I want to prove to my daughter that you can be a mother and still be a mother effer in that ring. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge the winner of Charlotte and blah, 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 blah. She's going to cut a promo. And she's going to say how wonderful it is to be a women's wrestling champion who's also a mother. I love being a mother because it makes me realize that life is so valuable. And I want to leave a good role model for all my wrestling fans. So there you have it. Becky Lynch will come out tomorrow and we'll see what she looks like. Maybe her breasts will be a little bit bigger because they've been suckled on by an infant for the last several months. Who knows? So then the next match, boy. It was another wrestling match between wrestlers. I'm probably forgetting something, but we had we had the men's Money in the Bank ladder match where we had a wonderful match. And who was in it? A bunch of guys. And who won it? Big E won the match because he climbed the ladder of success and he was so happy. He acted like he didn't know it was going to happen, but he obviously did because he was told beforehand. So he smiled and he had a big fun time. I'm the ladder in the bank match winner, and now I get to wrestle a match. So he'll probably say, Bobby Lashley, I want to wrestle you. And then Bobby Lashley will win. Next, we had Roman Reigns against Edge. And did you notice that they edited out as much as possible Daniel Bryan, as if the goat-faced man never existed. He never fucked a Bella. He never had a concussion problem. He never had a neck injury. He never had the yes movement. He was just a little blip of excess meat. After birth of the Edge Roman Reigns WrestleMania match, they squeezed one more match out of Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania before his contract expired. Then he'll go on AEW and he'll wrestle Kenny Omega. All the smart marks will put their hands on their penises and shake out a hard-on of ejaculation, metaphorically. Perhaps not. And so, there you go. Blah, 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 blah. And all the fans will say, AEW is just WWE wrestlers. And all the AEW fans will say, well, fuck the WWE. And back and forth we'll go. And where will it end? No one will know. And nobody gives a flying fuck because it's all a bunch of bullshit. Bullshit. WWE is bullshit. Impact Wrestling is bullshit too. What do you mean? What do you do? You watch wrestling because you don't have a life. You don't have a girlfriend. You don't have a wife. You don't have kids. You don't have pets. So you watch wrestling to forget your life sucks. You live in a basement and you hate yourself and you hate everything. So you get on Twitter and you say, look, look, look. Wrestling is what I'm watching again. Then you had a big fucking match. Everyone said, what a snatch. Yeast infested that you come out of. It's dun, 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 Edge and Roman Reigns. And they stare at each other. They both have long hair. Edge looks like he did cocaine for years. Roman Reigns is the head of the table. He runs the Samoan stable. Couple of drunks, Fat Paul Heyman. Hey, why not? It all makes sense to me. They had the match, and the fans cheered. And then you had a couple of interfering Samoan drunks. And then you had Seth Rollins. And then you had a victory for Roman Reigns. He's the head of the table. He makes grown men cream in their pants. They get so excited because they live vicariously through a guy they've never met. So then we think that the show is over. Roman Reigns grabs the microphone. Now you'll acknowledge me as the head of the table. Wait a minute. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. It's Johnny Cena. And he's got his old suit on. His jean shorts and his t-shirt, and everything looks a little too big because he's off the juice. And he comes to the ring and he's getting very excited, and suddenly everyone cheers for him, and they forget the China controversy from last month, where he groveled and shined the boots with his tongue of the Chinese because he wants that money from the Fast 9 movies. He likes to be in the good graces of the people with money to make movies. Thank you, Johnny Cena. Your movies are so good, you got to have a scene in a movie with Charlize Theron, who looks like she's 20 years younger than she really is. Is it a special diet? Who knows? So that's how the pay-per-view ended. All these fences were mended. Everyone was so happy and gave the big show a thumbs up, but said, gee whiz, what's with that Peacock network? You have to sign out, then you sign back in, and you do all that, and you shake a gin. And you say, hey, wrestling's for morons.